What if I told you there are plants that not only beautify your garden, but also stop weeds dead in their tracks? Imagine never having to fight those stubborn weeds again. Well, stay tuned because today I'm sharing 7 amazing plants that will do just that, keeping your garden lush and weed-free without any extra effort. I know what you're thinking. There's got to be a catch, right? Wrong. These botanical warriors are about to change everything you thought you knew about gardening. And here's the best part. They're perfect for us seasoned gardeners who want maximum beauty with minimum backbreaking work. Before we dive into these garden game changers, make sure you subscribe to Golden Years Gardening right now, so you never miss more secrets that'll make your garden the envy of the neighborhood. Hit that bell icon, because what I'm about to share will blow your mind. Plant 1, Lavender, the aromatic fortress. Let's start with plant number 1, and oh my goodness, this one is pure magic. Lavender. Picture this. You step into your garden, and you're instantly transported to the rolling hills of Provence, France. That intoxicating fragrance of lavender fills the air, and here's the incredible secret. While you're enjoying a heavenly scent, this purple powerhouse is waging an invisible war against weeds. Lavender doesn't just smell amazing and attract beautiful butterflies. This Mediterranean marvel creates what I call an aromatic fortress around your garden beds. The essential oils in lavender are so potent that they actually inhibit the germination of weed seeds. It's like having an invisible shield protecting your garden space. But here's where it gets even better. Lavender's woody stems and dense foliage create a living mulch that blocks sunlight from reaching any sneaky weed seeds try to sprout below. And those silvery green leaves? They're drought-resistant warriors that thrive in conditions where most weeds would struggle to survive. I've seen gardeners transform their most weed-infested areas simply by planting lavender borders. Within just one season, those problem spots become the most beautiful, fragrant corners of their entire garden. And the maintenance? Practically zero. Just a quick trim after flowering and you're done. But wait, there's more. You can harvest those gorgeous purple spikes for crafts, cooking, and aromatherapy. Imagine having fresh lavender for your evening tea or homemade bath sachets, all while this incredible plant works tirelessly to keep your garden weed-free. Talk about getting the most bang for your buck. Plant 2, Sweet Alyssum, the carpet of dreams. Now, let's talk about plant number 2, and this one is going to absolutely amaze you, Sweet Alyssum. If lavender is your aromatic fortress, then Sweet Alyssum is your secret carpet weapon. This charming little ground hugger might look delicate with its tiny white, pink, or purple flowers. But don't let that fool you. This is one tough customer when it comes to crowd control. Here's what makes Sweet Alyssum absolutely brilliant for weed prevention. It grows fast and spreads wide, creating what I call a living carpet that literally suffocates weeds before they can establish themselves. Those innocent-looking little flowers form such a dense mat that weeds simply can't find a way through. And the fragrance. Oh my goodness, the honey-sweet scent is absolutely divine. Every evening when the temperatures cool down, this little miracle worker releases waves of perfume that'll make you want to sit in your garden all night long. It's like nature's own air freshener, working around the clock. But here's the part that'll make your gardener's heart sing with joy. Sweet Alyssum is practically indestructible. It laughs at heat, shrugs off drought once established, and actually gets more beautiful as the season progresses. While other plants are struggling in the summer heat, your Sweet Alyssum just keeps blooming and spreading, creating an ever-expanding barrier against weeds. I love recommending this plant to gardeners who feel overwhelmed by maintenance because it's truly a plant and forget it solution. You scatter some seeds in spring, give them a little water to get started, and by midsummer you'll have a gorgeous, weed-suppressing carpet that looks like something from a fairy tale. Plant 3, Creeping Jenny, the Golden Guardian. Plant number 3 is going to knock your socks off. Creeping Jenny, also known as moneywort. This vibrant green speedster is like having a living lawn mower that never needs gas, never breaks down, and actually makes your garden more beautiful while it works. Those bright, coin-shaped leaves create such a dense mat that weeds don't stand a chance. Now, I need to share something exciting with all of you amazing Golden Years gardening family members. Have you tried any of these weed-fighting champions in your own garden? I absolutely love hearing about your successes and discoveries. Drop a comment below and tell me which plant has you most excited to try. Your experiences help other gardeners in our community, and I read every single comment. Creeping Jenny is nature's answer to the question, how can I cover large areas quickly without breaking my back? This incredible ground cover spreads at lightning speed, sending out runners at root wherever they touch the soil. In just one growing season, a small plant can cover several square feet, creating an impenetrable green barrier. But here's what makes Creeping Jenny truly special. It's incredibly versatile. It thrives in sun or shade, loves moisture but tolerates drought, and looks absolutely stunning trailing over retaining walls or spilling out of containers. Those bright yellow-green leaves catch the light and practically glow, especially in shaded areas where other plants look dull. And talk about low maintenance. Once Creeping Jenny gets established, it becomes your garden's hardest worker. It'll happily smother weeds, prevent soil erosion, and create a lush green carpet that feels wonderful under bare feet. Some varieties even produce tiny yellow flowers that add an extra sparkle to your weed-free paradise. Plant 4, Mint, the kitchen garden warrior. Now we're getting plant number 4, and this one is absolutely going to blow your mind. Mint. Yes, that same mint you use in your mojitos and iced tea is actually one of nature's most aggressive weed fighters. Here's something most gardeners don't realize. Mint's reputation for being invasive is actually its superpower when it comes to weed control. While other gardeners are complaining about mint taking over, smart gardeners like us are using that incredible spreading power to our advantage. Mint sends out underground runners called rhizomes that spread faster than gossip in a small town. These runners create such a dense network beneath the soil that weed seeds can't find a place to establish themselves. It's like having an underground army working 24/7 to protect your garden territory. And here's where mint becomes absolutely brilliant for us practical gardeners. It's doing double duty. While it's busy eliminating weeds, you're harvesting fresh mint for cooking, teas, and natural pest control. Imagine stepping out your back door and snipping fresh spearmint for your morning tea, knowing that same plant is working tirelessly to keep your garden beds weed-free. But let me share a pro tip that'll save you from mint mayhem. Plant it in containers or use buried barriers to contain its enthusiasm. This way, you get all the weed-fighting benefits without mint staging a hostile takeover of your entire garden. I love using large, bottomless containers buried in the ground. Mint thinks it's free to roam, but you're actually directing its energy exactly where you want it. The fragrance alone is worth growing mint. Just brushing against it releases that incredible fresh scent that instantly makes your whole garden feel more alive. And the varieties: spearmint, peppermint, chocolate mint, apple mint. Each one brings its own unique fragrance and flavor while maintaining that same aggressive weed-fighting spirit. Plant 5, Daylilies, the colorful conquerors. Plant number 5 is going to make you fall in love with weed prevention all over again, daylilies. These aren't just flowers, my friends. They're botanical celebrities that happen to be incredibly talented at crowd control. Those gorgeous trumpet-shaped blooms in brilliant oranges, sunny yellows, deep reds, and soft pinks aren't just beautiful to look at. They're sitting on top of one of nature's most effective weed suppression systems. Here's the secret weapon that makes daylilies absolutely unstoppable: their root system. Beneath those stunning flowers lies a dense network of thick, fleshy roots that spread outward and create an impenetrable barrier. Weeds simply cannot compete with the established root system of a mature daylily clump. But what makes daylilies truly special is their foliage. Those long, arching leaves create such a thick canopy that they block sunlight from reaching the soil below. It's like having a living umbrella that keeps weed seeds in the dark where they can't germinate. And unlike some plants that look tired by midsummer, daylily foliage stays lush and green all season long. Now here's something that'll make your gardener's heart sing with joy. Each individual flower lasts just one day, which is how they got their name. But here's the magic. Each plant produces so many buds that you get continuous blooms for weeks or even months. It's like having a never-ending flower show while your personal weed-fighting army works below ground. And talk about tough. Daylilies laugh at heat, drought, poor soil, and neglect. They're the kind of plants that make you look like a gardening genius, even if you forget to water them for weeks. I've seen daylilies thriving in conditions that would make other plants pack their bags and leave. The best part about daylilies is how they get better with age. As the clumps mature and spread, they become even more effective at weed prevention. After just a few years, you'll have these gorgeous, ever-expanding patches of color that are completely weed-free. And when they get too crowded, you can divide them and share with friends, or expand your weed-free zones. I love telling gardeners that daylilies are like having a reliable friend who gets more beautiful and helpful every year. They're the kind of plants that make you feel proud every single time you walk through your garden. But wait, there's something even more exciting coming up. The next two plants I'm about to share will absolutely revolutionize how you think about those challenging shady spots in your garden. These shade-loving superstars will turn your most problematic areas into your most beautiful, weed-free sanctuaries. If you're loving these game-changing plant discoveries, make sure you're subscribed to Golden Years Gardening, because I have so many more secrets to share with our amazing gardening family. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on tips that could transform your entire gardening experience. And I'm dying to know which of these first 5 weed-fighting champions has you most excited. Are you already planning where to plant your lavender fortress or your mint warrior zone? Share your thoughts in the comments, because your enthusiasm inspires me to keep sharing these incredible discoveries. Plant 6, Hostas, the shade-loving titans. Here we are at plant number 6, and this one is going to solve every single one of your shady garden problems. Hostas. You know those frustrating spots in your garden where nothing seems to grow except weeds? Those areas under trees, along north-facing walls, or in the shadows of your house where you've given up trying to grow anything beautiful. Well, prepare to fall in love with those spaces all over again, because hostas are about to turn your biggest garden challenges into your most stunning weed-free showcases. Hostas are like nature's own carpet installers, but instead of boring beige carpet, they lay down the most gorgeous living tapestry you've ever seen. Those magnificent leaves, and oh my goodness, the variety! From tiny miniatures with leaves the size of quarters to giant specimens with leaves bigger than dinner plates, create such dense coverage that weeds don't even dare to try sprouting underneath. Here's what makes hostas absolutely brilliant weed fighters. Those broad, overlapping leaves form what I call a living umbrella system. They're so efficient at blocking sunlight that the soil beneath stays cool, moist, and completely inhospitable to weed seeds. It's like having a natural weed barrier that gets more beautiful every single year. And the colors: deep forest greens, chartreuse yellows that practically glow in the shade, blue-greens that look like they belong in a fairy tale, and stunning variegated patterns with white, cream, or yellow edges. Some hostas have leaves so blue they look like they were painted, while others have such vibrant gold coloring they light up the darkest corners of your garden. But here's something that'll make you absolutely love hostas. They're incredibly easy to care for. Just plant them in that shady spot, give them regular water, and watch them transform into magnificent clumps that get more impressive every year. No fussing, no special treatments, no complicated care routines. They're the ultimate plant it and enjoy it solution for weed-free shade gardening. And many varieties produce those elegant spikes of white or lavender flowers in summer, adding a sweet fragrance that attracts hummingbirds and butterflies. Imagine sitting in your shaded garden sanctuary, surrounded by lush, weed-free hostas while hummingbirds dance overhead. That's the kind of garden magic that makes all your neighbors wonder what your secret is. Plant 7. Ferns, the prehistoric powerhouses. And now for our final plant, number 7, the crown jewel of shade gardening, ferns. These ancient beauties have been perfecting the art of weed suppression for over 300 million years, and they're ready to bring that prehistoric power to your modern garden. Ferns are absolutely incredible weed fighters because they've mastered something that took them millions of years to perfect, creating the most efficient ground coverage system on the planet. Those delicate-looking fronds aren't just beautiful. They're strategic masterpieces that form dense colonies that completely dominate their growing space. Here's the secret weapon that makes ferns unstoppable. Their root systems create what botanists call rhizome networks. These underground stems spread horizontally, sending up new fronds wherever they go, creating an ever-expanding carpet of lush greenery. Weeds trying to establish themselves in fern territory are like trying to set up camp in the middle of a thriving city. There's simply no room. The beauty of ferns is absolutely breathtaking. Those feathery, architectural fronds create texture and movement that no other plant can match. When a gentle breeze moves through your fern garden, it's like watching a living, breathing work of art. The way morning light filters through those delicate pinnacles creates the most magical, peaceful atmosphere you can imagine. And ferns are incredibly diverse. Christmas ferns stay evergreen all winter, giving you year-round weed suppression and beauty. Japanese painted ferns have silvery fronds that practically glow in shaded areas. Royal ferns grow tall and majestic, creating dramatic focal points while eliminating weeds. Maidenhair ferns bring delicate, fairy tale beauty to the most challenging spots. What makes ferns perfect for us practical gardeners is their incredible adaptability. Most varieties thrive in moist shade, but many tolerate dry conditions once established. They're deer-resistant, require minimal maintenance, and actually get more beautiful as they mature and spread. There you have it, 7 incredible plants that will completely revolutionize your relationship with garden weeds. These aren't just pretty faces in your garden. They're your personal army of weed-fighting warriors working around the clock to keep your outdoor spaces beautiful and maintenance-free. Think about it. Instead of spending your precious time and energy battling weeds, you could be relaxing in your gorgeous, fragrant garden, surrounded by the colors and textures of lavender, sweet alyssum, creeping jenny, mint daylilies, hostas, and ferns. These plants prove that you don't have to choose between having a stunning garden and having an easy care garden. You can absolutely have both. The best part is that every single one of these plants gets more beautiful and more effective at weed prevention as they mature. You're not just solving this year's weed problem. You're creating a long-term solution that gets better with each passing season. Which of these 7 weed-fighting champions are you most excited to welcome into your garden? Are you ready to create your own lavender fortress, or maybe establish a mint warrior zone? I want to hear all about your plans and your gardening victories. Leave a comment below and let's celebrate the amazing garden transformations you're about to create. If you found these plant secrets as exciting as I do, then you absolutely need to subscribe to Golden Years Gardening right now. We're building an incredible community of smart gardeners who believe that gardening should bring joy, not stress. Hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell because I have so many more game-changing discoveries to share with you. Don't let another season go by struggling with weeds when these incredible plants are ready to do the hard work for you. Your garden and your back will thank you. Until next time, keep growing, keep discovering, and keep enjoying the wonderful world of gardening. See you in the next video.